Alrighty. Now we are live, because I can see the game. Game chat's not popping up. That's a good sign. Usually means that we're off to the races. There, I have confirmed that the notification was sent out. Now we just gotta wait for someone to show up, and then we'll really know that the stream is live. But I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that it is, because I really haven't been having any technical problems recently. So, we're playing Isonzo again today, Italian Front. We're gonna get to some hardcore first-person shooter gameplay, etc., etc. Got some comments over in the side chat. Alright, well, maybe I have to get into the game. We'll launch the game, because I seem to remember it not wanting to bring up the stream chat in this game until I'm actually playing it. But we do have some people over in the side chat, Henry Kobla and Karina Smirnov. Henry Kobla saying, I am here, and Karina Smirnov saying, hey there! Ooh, assault. Bomb diggity. She puts the shamalama in ding dong. Alright, let's... Now we'll try it. See? That's not what we want. Ah, what happened? That was weird. Alt tab? No, that ain't it. 3 now? Aha! Okay, now we have our stream chat up. Good. Otherwise I would never respond to it. So, I think it said that the challenge we had yet was to get grenade kills in the objective. I saw that guy over there, but that's the problem with this machine gun is it is super inaccurate except up close or if you're lying down propped up. If you're lying down propped up, it's not bad. You could take some pretty long shots with it, but even aiming when you're moving is pretty rough. With that being said, I feel like there's people in there, so if I get some grenades in... Oh, well, I dropped that grenade. Hopefully it kills that guy. Come on, kill him. Well, got that guy. I don't know if I got that second guy. I did! Look at that! Yeah, kill 20 enemies that are in objectives with grenades. So this is actually a really good spot to start on this one if I could actually get up into that trench. Zoinks. Okay, good. Now I can lob some in there. I should get some kills. And that's in the objective, so... There we go. He said, ooh! Lexi1397 is also here. Definitely not Estonian Gamer says, hello, how are you going? That's a stream streak you got there. And the Lumberjack's blouse. I told some of my family about the Lumberjack's blouse yesterday. There was a bunch of us sitting around, and most of us were wearing Lumberjack's blouses. And I told them about it, and they thought that was the best thing ever. And it got us onto a discussion about how America doesn't really have a national dress. You know, like it's in... Bavaria, you'll have your lederhosen, and in Scotland you got your kilts and all that sort of stuff. America doesn't really have that, but I would argue that the Midwest, especially the northern Midwest, the jeans, boots, and the lumberjack's blouse, that's our national dress up here. Whereas like in Mississippi, it's probably a cutoff, you know, NASCAR shirt and some jean shorts with, I don't know, cowboy boots. Come on, get some grenade kills. Got that kill. It's not a grenade kill, though. Lexi says, it's warmer and I like it. That's good. Yeah, it's... So, our mornings here are still being quite chilly, as if it were winter, but our, as the day goes on and the sun comes out, the moon comes up and we all begin to shake. Hey, hey, no, I'm just kidding. It's actually warming up. Definitely not Estonian Gamer says, I mean, when you think of American North, you think of lumberjacks with them shirts on, right? It is iconic. Ah! Well, we missed that. Then we got Redneck Zeus saying, hey, howdy. Hello, Redneck Zeus. How you doing? Whenever someone says howdy to me, like in person, I always say, oh, pretty good, and you? And they always look at me like, what? And I'm like, don't you know that howdy is just shorthand for how do you do? And then they're like, oh, I did not know that. And then I change their life, and they usually give me their entire life savings. So, it goes pretty well for me most of the time. 17 out of 20 for those grenade kills on the objective. On the bright side, we're getting through those decently quick. I remember when I was working on the marksman class, I saw someone complaining about how hard the toughness challenges were for assault, and I was like, great. But I'm actually getting through them pretty quickly. Maybe those people were just really bad at the game. Alright. We are in like Flynn. Lexi said hello to Zeus, and also reminded people to like the stream, which is a good reminder. I know, I always forget to like the stream. I usually compliment people on their solid stream, though, so... Come on. Yeah, look at that, squad spawn. Well, it's not where I wanted it to be, but it's much closer than all the way down at the bottom of the hill again. I'm excited to be playing Isonzo again. I really like playing this game. I don't know if you guys are getting sick of watching it, but I am not getting sick of playing it. Yeah, Estonian Gamer, the trailer for 1944 looked good. It looked very interesting to me. There we go, look at that. We got toughness. We are the best. No one is anywhere near how good we are. We are the best. Ooh-wee. It is a little hectic down here. Alright. This gun is good if you're aiming with it. Because this one doesn't have nearly as much recoil as the other one does. So you can actually do pretty good close range with this gun pretty fast. Estonian Gamer says, we are in profit with likes. That's good. Ooh, boy. I'm gonna heal quick. And in that time, I will surely die. I didn't die. Look at that. Oop, that's someone on our team. On the bright side, I can take my gas mask off now. Alright, I'm gonna sit in here some more. Underneath these steps here is a pretty good spot to camp as long as you're quick enough. Oh, 6 watchers and 10 likes? That's not bad. Got people stopping in just to like and then leaving. Karina Smirnov says she's still freezing. That is rough. We're about to take it. Yeah, buddy! We finished toughness, leveled up, and completed the... Is that a bad guy? That was a bad guy. See, that's what I have to remember. I have to remember which team I'm on, because then I see the uniforms and I can actually kill them, you know? That guy stabbed him in the back. Alright. Ah! Can't go forward yet. Ah! That was close. I almost got snipped. On this part, I found that with this approach, it is pretty hard to come up the left side, but up that right side is doable. If I were a scoped sniper, I'd be able to actually provide support for my team. Unfortunately, I am not. But that's okay, we'll try to give him a little bit of support. I don't see anyone. There might be someone right there by the barbed wire. There's someone. Yeah, it's way too hard to hit people from this range. Ooh, that thing I'll shoot. I've never been able to shoot one of these. Ah, no! Anyway, Karina Smirnov says she has to make her tea and honey. And she's also wondering if Bullet's here. If Bullet's here, he will not let us know. That we know for sure. I want to shoot this thing. I've never been able to shoot one of these. Ooh, boy. Oh, boy! It's a lot of work to... Oh, of course. I was gonna say... Did I get a kill with it? I have never used one of these before in this game. This is awesome. Ooh, boy. It is a task to scroll this bad boy over. Yeah, I got a kill with it! This thing's awesome. I don't know how far over can I go. Oh, pretty far. Hey, I got... Oh boy, I got a whole bunch of kills there. That thing's awesome. I'm gonna keep using that. That thing is really cool. Oh, come on. Someone else is gonna be using it by the time I spawn in. That's the thing about this game. It's like the field gun from Battlefield 1. That's the thing, though. But, like, using stuff like that is fun in a first-person shooter. Come on, come on, come on. That guy's using mortars. Hey, no one's using it. All right. So the problem with it is, obviously, you're a target, you know? But right there, I just got a whole bunch of kills with it. Oh, I can't angle up that far. Alright, where are some people? Just going to assume, boom, right there. Look at that! We got a kill. This thing is awesome. Alright. Where do we see people? I feel like I'm giving support. Oh man, I got killed. I feel like the support I was given there with that is doing pretty good because it looked like my whole team was up the right side already. And usually the fire from there is withering. Yeah, we've already got a command post up. That one shot I did where I got like 10 kills with it, that was awesome. Alright. Yeah, I can't angle up to the top, so every time someone pops up there, I'm, Hey, look at that! We got another shot. Was that same person? It's probably a sniper that keeps coming back out to the spot. Oh, that time we didn't get a kill with it. Gotta be more careful, because I only have 5 shots left with it, and I don't want to waste them all. They keep attacking me, and that's rude. I can angle all the way to the right, so... But I just can't... Oh, I can angle all the way to the left, too. It's just I can't see anything, because the... Oh, crap. I shouldn't have angled. Oh, no! Oh, I tried to fire. Lexi said, I have to be honest. I haven't been watching the game much. I've been listening, mostly. Oh, you gotta watch the game. You're missing all this cool stuff. I'm using this big field gun thingy. Spawning behind us. Yeah, they've got a little thing right there. I'm so mad. Definitely not a Estonian gamer. Loved using the field gun. That's the thing. I just... It's a very fun piece of gameplay. Because I like running and gunning and... Oh, don't use it. Oh, good. I thought that guy was going to steal my field gun. Running and gunning's fun. Sniping's fun. All that stuff is fun. But, it's a cool variety. I'm going to fire just to see if there's anyone up there. Good, there was. Now we'll reload. Yeah, because if I tried to fire right there, and I would have gotten a whole bunch of kills with it because a whole bunch of them started doing it, but I got sniped right as I was about to fire. Like, I had clicked the button as I died there. Crap! I saw someone there, but they didn't die. Same, Leffy. Lexi. That's funny. On the bright side, I haven't gotten any friendly fire kills with this thing yet, so that's good. Oh, that one didn't even seem to blow up. Leffy. Karina Smirnoff. Laughing at everyone's misfortune. Alright, I think we've pushed, so I'm gonna fire that one more time. And I'm gonna go. Oh, wait, no, I have one left. Okay. Don't see anyone. He said 2 guys on spawn, so I'm gonna aim up at this top right there. Oh boy, that drops a lot. But anyway, now we're gonna go. That was fun. I got quite a few kills with that thing. Let's see. I have 22 kills. Yeah, I must have gotten several with that, because I don't think I had that many. I probably had less than a dozen before that, so we'll call it 10 kills on that thing. That's pretty cool. And now that I waited for the rest of my team to push up, I can just walk right up the front. So what's everyone up to today? I know what I'm up to. I'm playing this, but what are you guys all doing? You playing games? You working on something? Cleaning your house? Building a barn? What you doing? Alright, we're gonna get our mask on. I think this is where I got bogged down on... Ah! That's a bad guy. Blindsided me while I was putting my mask on. But he must not have been very good, because I still managed to kill him. What gun am I using? It's that double magazine light machine gun for the... I can't remember if it was the Italian or Austro-Hungarian. Get these barbed wires broken down. Getting a lot of points for destroying stuff. That's nice. I am not Amish, so I ain't building a barn. Instead, I'm searching for the St. George's sword thingy. It's a good sword. That thing looks heavy. Which thing? The machine gun? Yeah, it's a light machine gun. I mean, they call it light, but, you know. That's just in relation to the much heavier ones. I think this is where I camped yesterday. Or not yesterday, but the day before. Ooh, boy. This spot is nerve-wracking to try to cap. Especially when it's all gassed up like this, which it always is when I'm trying to cap it. Oh, no! The Amish joke was shit. Trying to see if I'm actually sitting here watching a stream. What happened? Oh, we won. That was the final sector? Sweet. That was quick. Nice, nice, nice. And I got my challenge in that one, so we gotta call that a successful round. And I'm slightly less congested than yesterday. Congested? For some reason that sounded like a made-up word. I had most field gun kills and most grenade kills. If you can't hold, you fold, says Honeybatcher1611. Awesome. Ooh, quick shot. We'll have to check that out. If it makes the pistol even more effective, then I'm going to have to switch back to the pistol. Because, like, the machine gun thing is fun, I guess. It's fine. But, I did like the pistol. Especially on the Austro-Hungarian side, I believe. Because then it's got that one pistol that I really like. Nico is hallucinating. Why am I hallucinating? Did I do something? I don't get it. Alright, assault. Yeah, we'll stick with this machine gun just because the pistol on this side sucks. The Beretta Modelo 1915, I don't like it. What else is there, though? What's this? Spacamella grenade? Slightly more effective than that one. Throw range is further. Blast radius is smaller. The lethal radius is bigger, but the blast radius is smaller. I guess we'll switch over to that. I haven't tried it out yet. And then 2 times faster aim down sights. It doesn't just say for pistols. So considering I don't build grenade chests very often, that might be useful. Alright, we've almost maxed out this one. So that's good. Ooh, yuck. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go down to the other side. I never exactly know what to do with myself on this map until they actually have gotten across this trench. I do know, I shouldn't say that. I do know what to do with myself if I'm a sniper. But as any other class, I'm always, you know, not quite sure of myself. Alright. Let's give this a try. I saw someone over there. But the only problem with this is the blind spots you get from these 2 giant mags sticking out the top. I do like how fast the reload is, though. It's pretty quick. Got 2 kills before I died. It's positive KD so far. Ooh, good, we got someone spotting, too. Might as well reload. That's the thing I should try to... Anyway, Nico, it says you have 58k subs. Okay, I might have passed over it. I was at 57.9 something for a while, so... It would make sense that I must have gotten... It says, Han Solo subscribed to me 11 hours ago, and the end of an all 100 was 12 hours ago. Fred Bear was 14 hours ago. Tells me the last couple subs that I have. Ooh, boy, they're going over there. Ha! I got a really long-range kill there. That was awesome. Should reload. Why are 2 people not subs? 2 people are not subs? What does that mean? It says you only have 58k subs? I'm confused. What are you talking about? I know that I said I had almost 60,000 the other day, but I had transposed 2 of the numbers in my head. I thought I had 59,700, but I had 57,900. So it was a false number. So if that's what you're referencing, Karina Smirnoff, it's nothing to be concerned about. I just remembered it incorrectly. Being shot at from somewhere. Better heal myself quick, because I am almost dead. Someone sneezes on me. Liked? Oh, I get you, Estonian gamer. This is a good spot. It's not bad. Only problem is I feel like when you kill someone that close up, they know exactly where you are, and then they just shoot you in the next life. So you never will live very long camping in this game unless you're camping from a very long way away. Oh, now I'm all the way down here. On the bright side, this gun is pretty good for defense. I would say it's bad for offense, good for defense. Because you can camp like in here. That's how I did most of the toughness achievements yesterday. Because it may surprise you to hear this, but I play this game not just when I'm streaming. I just really like playing it. Alrighty. I can't remember if people can come through this side. I'll guard this up here. That way, hopefully, we'll be able to protect B. I get you, Stunning Gamer. You guys keep confusing me with your conversation. Too boring back here. That barricade is still up. Ouch! We'll go here in this pipe. I didn't try my new grenades yet. You could try them. It's a cool grenade. It throws away quicker. Ah, beans. See, that's the problem with that gun. If you're not holding still and aiming, it's not ideal. On the bright side, they've got their command post up right there, so the action should be a little bit quicker now. Ah! I got hit with a grenade. But I got a grenade out. That's the thing. If you get the grenade out before you die, there's always a chance you're still going to get a kill. Well, or damage. On the bright side, it looks like my team is actually paying attention to the objective this time around. Ooh boy, they are flanking. Zoinks. Well, that's okay. I like how everyone just calls definitely not Estonian Gamer. We all just call him Estonian Gamer. Kind of, I don't know if that guy was already dead. We're all denying his name. He's like, no, I'm not an Estonian Gamer. And we're like, okay, Estonian Gamer, we gotcha. Come on, let me up. Let me up! Okay, I was like, what the heck am I doing wrong here? This new grenade is cool. It may not be quite as effective, I haven't quite figured that out yet. But it throws much quicker, and it's got a cool action for throwing. It's too bad I can't disable this thing from that side. Gotta do it from this side. Lexi1397, I do it too. I keep calling him Estonian Gamer, and he has confirmed that he's from Estonia, so... You know, I'm pretty sure that the name is a joke. Probably should have seen that coming. Well, I got their command post down. Even if it's only a temporary thing, it does set them back. Feck. Like I said, feck. Almond 900. The name is sarcastic. Yeah, that's what we figured it was, Estonian Gamer. Or at least that's what I figured it was. I gotta be alive when the grenade kills someone for it to count. Correct. Ooh, we're way back here. That guy must be going for the toughness challenge or some other grenade kill challenge, but... Because, yeah, I figured that out, too. If you get afterlife grenade kills, you still get points for them, and they still count as a kill, but they don't count towards challenges. Ooh. You got enemies in B. Killed that guy with my nades. Come on! No backup? Really? Don't you love that? You got 3 people running up the stairs. One gets... Oh boy, we're gonna lose. Our only active spawn is all the way back here, and they've got B halfway, and the people we've got up there aren't doing anything to disarm it. Not a great sign. That's the thing about this game. You see, like, this guy sitting back here shooting with a rifle. That'll help. Those of us that have to actually try winning the game have to run all the way from back there, have this super long spawn, and then we got people just sitting at a distance trying to snipe. Yeah, I can't get there in time. Hopefully there's some other teammate in there. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, I got a kill. Got 2 kills. Bombs make it a little hard to see, if I'm being honest. Well, they sniped me. Ah, that's lame. I always hate that. It's harder to hold this next section. That section there is easier to hold than this next one. But that's okay. That's okay, it's not impossible. I hate gardening on this side. I'm gonna take the left side. Guarding on the right for this line is... It's not hard per se. I just set myself up in the trench up there. But I don't like it nearly as much. It's fine if I'm being a marksman. But if you're using a pistol or a machine gun like this, it's not nearly as fun. I'll guard this side. Thought I saw someone crawling over there to the left. Oop. Dang, there was a lot of them. Mountaineers are the most powerful class. Like, yeah, Mountaineers are super important. Once I get done with Assault here, which will be quick because I'm already level 19 and it maxes out at 20, I'm probably going to finish off Mountaineer next because I'm already to level 12 with Mountaineer. It's a good class. The weapons aren't all that exciting. They're just regular bolt-action rifles. But, and I don't remember if you can... Ooh! Oh. Come on, zoom in. Here we go, got 2 kills. You gotta take your time with the mortar, because it, Oh, no, they got me! Did I launch mine? Which country has the highest population? China? And then India, I think. You know, I'm never sure. They're both... Those are the number 1 and 2 as far as I know, though. Kill me, buddy. There we go. I got a couple kills with the mortar launcher. Aha, beans. Love how we write India with a capital I and China with a non-capital C. That is funny. It's the respect for India because they're an ally, and the disrespect for China because they are not. Makes sense to me. Well, they took the left side. They got their command post in there, so I'll be able to run in there and cause some havoc. We might actually max out assault in this game. Certainly in this video, but in this game, because as far as I know, we get to level 20 and we get 2 new challenges. So then... Ah! Nice. Did you see that? I just wiped like 6 of them there. That was awesome. I'm leading for our team. China has the world's largest population, 1.46 billion, and India has 1.417. Yeah, I knew they were close. I knew that... I thought China was still in the lead, but I knew that both of them were very close. So that's impressive, because India is significantly smaller than China. But they are sworn enemies. That's the big thing that mostly prevents World War III, is that the United States is allies with... We're enemies with China. We really are. We don't say it out loud most of the time, but we are an enemy of China. But we're closely allied with India. India and China hate each other. Russia and China are allies, but Russia and India are also allies. And it's that complicated web there that prevents World War III. If Russia were to become the enemy of India, then China would go to war with India, because they know that they would have Russia on their side. So even if the United States actively backed India, it would be Russia and China versus India and the United States, and then you'd have World War III. The United States will not back China. That we know, and that China knows. Alright, let's see if we can get this down. One of our team is literally team killing us. This is great. What's 9 million? Betty numbers, am I right? Estonia has like 1 million people. Does Estonia only have 1 million people in it? I mean, to be fair, Estonia is pretty small. We already established that it's what, like a quarter the size of Wisconsin? Which is just one of the 50 states that make up the United States. So it's obviously a rather small nation, but does it only really have 1 million people in it? Because that makes it... I mean, that's smaller than several U.S. cities. Heck, Wisconsin has, I think, 6 million people in it. Estonia only has 1.3 million? Yeah, I would say Wisconsin has about 1.6, or 6.1 million, I think. So... Man, Estonia really is a small place. Yikes. So, in Estonia, what do you guys think of your neighbors? Like, your neighboring nations. Which ones do you consider to be allies? Which ones are you like, they might try to conquer us or go to war with us? We don't really have that in the United States really that much. We have problems with Mexico, but it's not actually the Mexican government. It's more criminal elements in Mexico that we have actual security problems with, and, you know, drug problems and all that sort of stuff. We don't really have a lot of problems with Canada, but even if you call them an ally, they would either... It's hard to say if they would be useful in any sort of a military alliance, and even if they were, you know, they don't really stand for the same types of things that we do, so... That's how we feel about our neighbors, but we really only have 2. In Estonia, I feel like you've got a couple. Finns are your ally, Latvians are sus. Russia is a sworn enemy. That's fair. The good thing about Russia is, I mean, obviously they would be scary to Estonia, but they should be less scary to you guys now because of... Oh, we got a bot. Karina, you want to take care of that? But she said 5.8 million people in Wisconsin. Okay, I knew it was somewhere around 6 million. A lot of people leave Wisconsin, so we have a lot of kids here, but most of them leave and head to a warmer, drier area like Arizona or something like that, just because the weather here is inhospitable. But, yeah, I was going to say, on the bright side for Estonia, you guys hopefully should be... I mean, I would still be concerned about Russia, but I would be less concerned now, because, they... were not able to quickly conquer Ukraine like they thought they would be able to. And that's pretty embarrassing. Russia hasn't been like They're still included on the list of superpowers. They're like number 3, I think, on the list, or 4 behind China and India. But that's like an honorary ranking. Their military's kind of a joke compared to most of the world. Obviously, if you're a country a quarter the size of Wisconsin with only 1 million population, I could see how they'd be a threat for you. But I think France has a better military than Russia, you know? And when you think of really powerful nations in the world, you don't typically think of France. So, not all that impressive, I would say. But you're allies with the Finns, eh? Right? That's what you said? I like your comment about the Latvians, though. That was hilarious. Hey, actually, Nico Bellic is Latvian. One of the other regular commenters on the channel, and the one he sometimes shows up in the streams. Remember him? He's Latvian. So do you not trust him, Estonian gamer? Lexi1397 says she didn't realize how many people lived in Wisconsin. Yeah, it's not anywhere near the most populous states in the United States, but it's not small. Ninja Slap says, hello, kapow! Hi, Ninja Slap, how's it going? You know what we're doing. We're playing Isonzo. And we're winning. The team I'm on is not doing too bad, and I'm not doing too bad either. Oh, I was top of the scoreboard. Now I'm number 2. That might have affected me. I still have, I think, the most kills. So we're doing pretty good. We're talking geopolitics. Is that an area of interest for you? This house is the one where they've clearly got their foothold in. Why am I stuck on the stairs? That is annoying. I'm not dead yet. Ah! I should have known he was coming up behind me. He must have seen me through the window the same time I saw him. That's good, Ninja Slap. I am glad that you're good. It's always fun when I see you pop into the stream. So, you said you were selling your house. You make any progress on that, or are you still in the same, basically the same stage that you were last time? Howie. The ninja was a nice touch. Oh, on my screen it's just a little white box, so I wasn't sure what the emoticons were supposed to be. But it makes sense that it's a ninja. Yeah, on my screen it's like a tiny little white box and then a postage stamp looking thing. We're holding them. I don't think they're going to win. They have 88 people left and they haven't taken A or blown up B. Hey, you know what I just realized? We didn't have a single bot in the entire stream yesterday. Must have been... They must... You don't deserve to see the emojis. Yeah, I am unworthy, clearly. I'm guessing if you don't have, like, at least 10 viewers or something like that, they must not spam in your chat, the bots. So that's interesting. So Ninja Slap says, Friday I sell my house and plan to move. You're super excited. That's awesome. It's moving along. So that's tomorrow. Oh, boy. Very, very exciting. I moved into this house, I think, well, in October it'll be 2 years ago. Yes, Lexi1397 wants to know, Ninja, where are you moving to? Is it just a different house nearby, or is it a big move? Big moves are harder, more expensive, and more exciting. I mean... Not always, because, like, the next move I'll be doing will be when we build our new house. So we're currently living in our old farmhouse that we're fixing up and living in. But once we get done paying this one off and fixing it up... You're moving to Florida, Ninja Slap. Where do you currently live? For some reason, I was thinking you lived in Europe. That would be a heck of a move. My sister lives in Florida. Yeah, where do you currently live, Ninja Slap? I have to calculate the distance of your move. Hey, we got a kill. We're the best. Everyone else sucks. Woohoo! Oh, I got a grenade out. I can hold my head up high. Oh, you currently live in Georgia. Okay, so not a ridiculous move, but that's a pretty long move. I mean, depending where you're moving in Florida and where you live in Georgia. It might not be that far, but, you know. It's more than down the road. Haven't heard from Estonian Gamer since he called out the bot. Oh, 400 miles? Yeah, that's a move. Longer than any move I've ever done. I've moved many times in my life. Oh boy. But they've all been within 60 miles. Basically. So within about an hour. I'm surprised I didn't die there and I was actually able to scrounge out some kills out of that interaction. Oh, I don't need this on anymore. Ow! I'm gonna heal quick. So why are you moving from Georgia to Florida? Just what it seems like to do, or do you have a real specific reason? I'm always interested in knowing why people want to emigrate from where they are and immigrate to a new place. It's always interesting. Part of me is tempted to go over to A. I'm going to go over to A, because it seems like our whole team's on B. And if they can't hold it without me, then that's just super embarrassing. Karina Smirnov says, I moved twice. I hate moving. Definitely not Estonian Gamer says, I lived with American Southern accent. The South. They're moved up north. That's funny. Then moved up north. Not I. I lived up north, and then I moved about an hour south, and I lived there for 15 years, and I moved multiple times down there, and then I moved back up north. And now I live back where I did originally. So, that's my whole moving pattern. Ever so slight movements. Ninja Slap says, I like Florida. That's the only reason I have. Well, that's fair. I hated the temperature when I visited. Because like I said, my sister lives there. I hated the temperature. Yeah, we win, buddies. That was a solid game. We lost the first point, and that was disappointing, but we held them at the second one. Yeah, I visited my sister down there. We stayed for about a week. And it was fun. I enjoyed it. I liked, there was a lot of great restaurants. I love seafood, so that was all awesome. We went fishing on the ocean. That was awesome. There's a lot of really cool stuff that we did down there that I loved about it, but I hated the weather. I'm a cold weather person. I'm made for cold weather. I complain about the cold weather, but trust me, I hate the hot a lot more than the cold. Yeah, Ninja Slap, but you currently live in Georgia, and Georgia would be too hot for me. I'm from the frozen north. What did we get? Most forward post sabotage, most points retreating. That's it? Oh, alright. But the south to north doesn't mean much. It's like 400 kilometers, so like 4.5 hours. That's fair. Yeah, you can move 400 miles south of me and you'd still be in Wisconsin. It's a big area. If I wanted to move to the south, I'd have to get, well, I assume I'd have to be south of the Mason-Dixon line to be in the south. It depends. It's funny, because in Wisconsin, everyone south of Illinois is from the south. You know? And from some people's definition, if you're south of the Wisconsin border, you're from the south. Because north of the Wisconsin border, you've got Minnesota, the Dakotas, Montana. Karina, pull up a map and tell me what's all south of the Wisconsin, or north of the Wisconsin southern border. What states are north of that border? Because that's the north of the United States. I know there's some over on the East Coast, but they don't count. On the East Coast, you're the East. So if you're east of the Great Lakes, you're the East. You're not the North, no matter how far north you are. Can't really get close here, but I can get down to what, like here? See if we can't pick some people off before they get up to the fence. I played one round on this map where we held them back behind the barbed wire fence every single time. Please switch to the central faction for a fair game. If not, the overpowered faction will receive a spawn and score penalty. Well, I'm gonna stay on this side. Well, there was a person. And they were shooting at me. Hehe, got him. Only thing about this gun is it does not have a lot of ammo. I got a couple kills. Ninja Slap says, I've been to New York. That's as far north as I've been. I mean, upstate New York can get decently cold. And they famously get lots of snow. So Wisconsin sometimes will have feet and feet of snow. So we do get heavy snowfall here. But we also get frigid cold. And usually it's not both, right? Because if you want snow, it needs to be warm enough that that's going to happen. So once you get to the way, way cold section of weather, you usually get less snow. Alright, so Karina Smirnov says the north of Wisconsin is Minnesota, North and South Dakota, Montana, and Washington. That's all the states that are north of the southern Wisconsin border. Michigan should be. So I would include Michigan in the north. If we're doing the north like that, I would say Michigan, Wisconsin, the Dakotas, Montana. Washington I would call West Coast. I wouldn't call that the north. I would call Washington west. And remember, the whole state doesn't need to be north of the Wisconsin border, just the state. So, like, if some of it's south of the Wisconsin border, then we'll count that as well. You know, but... And you say New York, Upper Michigan, and New Hampshire. Yeah, but like I said, New York and New Hampshire are East Coast. That's not the North. If we're being specific, you know, like in a technical sense, it would be the Northeast, but I'm taking culture into account. And the culture of New York and New Hampshire is very different than the culture of Wisconsin, Michigan, Minnesota, and the Dakotas. Illinois wouldn't be so bad if they didn't have Chicago. That's what kills Illinois. Because otherwise that'd be a decently solid state, mostly farmland, pretty good people. Not that different than Wisconsin or Minnesota, but Chicago kills it. Just like nobody around here would cry if Los Angeles sank into the ocean. Nobody would cry if the Milwaukee, Chicago area sunk into the Great Lakes. Except for possibly all the people that died or lost loved ones. Because, you know, that would be a large amount. Got that guy. Yeah, I need some points so I can get to level 20. I was really hoping to have this maxed out in that last round. I'm kind of bummed out that I don't. That guy's hiding behind cover that I can see him, but I can't hit him. It's a good spot. There we go. Now I'll reload that one. This gun is weird. The reload on it is strange. If you just fire from the hip, it only fires from one magazine. But if you aim, it fires from both. We got another bot, Karina. Spamming up. Estonian Gamer giving us the bot updates. I'm having a good spot. Anyway, what did it say? I drove past Chicago and it took almost 2 hours to drive past it. Yeah, it's crazy. For like pert near 1,000 miles, every single exit leads to Chicago. So it does take a long time. I shouldn't say 1,000 miles, but a couple hundred at least. Like 300 or 400. And like even late at the night / early in the morning, the traffic on the highway will be high because of semi-trucks carrying that day's worth of food into Chicago. It's insane. Got Dr. Zowden in here? Dr. Zowden in the house, dropping a €5 donation. I like how he introduces himself with money every time. It's like, or a rich guy walking into the room and throwing a handful of cash to get attention. Like, here. That's what I picture whenever Dr. Zowden shows up. Some guy wearing a monocle and a top hat walking in and throwing some cash at me. Got him. This is a good spot. I like the spot. I've never sat here before. But it's a really good spot to use this machine gun. Because every once in a while I can peek out this side, and they like to sit up on that wall there. But I can really cover this gap in the barbed wire. Ah, of course. Karina Smirnov says, I would love to visit Wyoming. I would also love to visit Wyoming. I have not been over there. Farthest west I've been, at least in the Midwest, or the northern Midwest, or whatever you want to call this area up here, is I've been to the edge of the Dakotas. Like the western edge of the Dakotas. But it was not like a vacation or something like that. I was just driving and, you know, that sort of stuff. Alright, do I need this on? No, I do not. I'm gonna toss some nades. Haven't done that for a while. Alright. Lloyd Staggs says, hey you guys. Hey Lloyd Staggs! I do not recognize your name. Have you been in the stream before? Definitely not a Stony Gamer says, so the invention is Krat, a monster that is manable from stuff you find at home. Then you made the Krat go on Wednesday midnight to the local crossroads and sing the contact with the devil with blood. West Iowa for me. That's the farthest west you've been? That's fair. Makes sense given you were living in Georgia. Georgia, sweet Georgia. Ah, I should have stayed back. Well, Estonian Gamer, you've confused me with your confusing deal with the devil at the crossroads speech. That was confusing. But, thank you for the instructions. Now, if it ever comes up, I'll know how to do it. Oops. That was a lot of team damage I probably didn't need to give that guy. Did he kill me? That's just rude. Stunning Gamer says, or you fool the devil with Gramsberry juice. This sounds like local folklore. Really interesting local folklore. I like it. Oh, really? It spawned me all the way back here? I love that. I gotta run all the way up there. On the bright side, hopefully a lot of my team is gonna be there. Lloyd Stagg says, all the time since KCD videos back in the day. Changed the name from that other guy, 338. Oh, okay. I recognize you now. Or I should say, I recognize that other guy, 338. Come on. Oh. Put on the gas mask before I die. Ah, I died. Boo. Welcome back, Lloyd Staggs. Dr. Zowden says, South Dakota, West River, Mount Rushmore, Deadwood, Sturgis. That's fair. I want to go to Deadwood. That'll be fun. Spend some time over there. See all the lame historical reenactors doing lame stuff instead of the actual interesting, authentic stuff they could be doing. That's my problem with a lot of that. You go to like Colonial Williamsburg or something like that. Yeah, they do some historical, authentically reenacting stuff, but they skip a lot of the really interesting stuff that they could be doing. Lexi1397 says, I just finished the Deadwood show. Did ya? That is surprising. I am not finished with it. I'm most of the way through season 3. I don't have a lot of time to watch TV, so I very slowly progress through TV shows when I decide to watch them. It's very good. I enjoy it. But I have at least 1 or 2 episodes left in season 3, and then the TV movie that they came out with a couple years ago. So I have not finished it all. There we go. Got some nades out. Let's see if we get some kills with those. Yoinks. Got killed instead. That's fair. I deserved that. I'm the worst. You loved it? Who's your favorite character in Deadwood? I'm trying to think of my favorite character. The thing about Deadwood is it's so off-putting. It is like all of the characters. I would say my favorite has got to be Swearingen. Just because he's the only one that doesn't confuse the hell out of me. I mean, I like Charlie. Charlie's okay too. Dr. Zedden said, it's so cheesy, but a lot of fun. Welcome to Deadwood. That's fair. I mean, you go to the local crossroads with your Krat. Ah! Estonian Gamer, you distracted me. With your Krat during the Wednesday midnight, and then you'll meet the devil there, and he'll offer you a contract to give life to your Krat for your soul. Alrighty. Dr. Zowden says Al Swearingen's his favorite. Yeah, Swearingen's my favorite too. If I'm being honest. Like I said, I also like Charlie and such, but most of the characters are just really confusing in that show. You know, they'll randomly switch back and forth between violent anger and being somewhat normal. It's very confusing. But I really like Swearingen. His character is very well played, very interesting, very dynamic, you know. He's difficult to read a lot of the time. And his henchmen, I get a kick out of them too. So really the best scenes are any of the ones that take place in the gem. Lexi says, I like Dr. Zowden also says Bullock. Yeah, Bullock would be probably my favorite if he wasn't so confusing. He's one of the ones that he's like normal and then violently angry about things that normal people wouldn't get angry about, or at least to that extent. It's always very confusing. Lexi1397 says Mr. Ellsworth. I do like Ellsworth. He's a solid character throughout the entire show. I really do like him. He gets violently angry about things, but it's mostly about what's his name, the Hurst, and that's because he's a really bad guy, and Ellsworth knows that. So like, I do like Ellsworth, so I'll add him to the list. There we go. The Krat is a thief who only listens to you unless you don't give him a mission, then he'll kill you. Your folklore is weird, Estonian gamer. So you get this, you make this Krat, you bring it to the crossroads, you do a blood sacrifice, and you trade your soul for life for it with the devil. And then it only listens to you and serves you unless you don't give it a mission, and then it kills you. Lexi says, I don't like Trixie. Yeah, she's confusing. Might have found you mid-thrust in other business. Solid line. Yeah, Trixie, Bullock. I don't like the Widow at all. Not just because she's confusing, but also I don't like her as a character. I don't like the, what's his name? The one guy that runs the other saloon. The kind of dirtbag guy. I don't care for him or any of his cronies. What's her name? The girl who was with him for a while, but then got her own place, and then all the people got murdered. She's alright. Calamity Jane confuses the hell out of me. Oh yeah, Sai. Yeah, I don't care for Sai. Calamity Jane confuses the hell out of me. She's one that makes absolutely no sense any of the time. For one thing, you can't understand the actual words she's saying, but then beyond that, you can't understand the meaning of the words because they don't make any sense. She's just constantly yelling at everyone and really, really angry and violent, and it's confusing. It's unfortunate that they started the show as late as they did, because it would be... Definitely not Estonian gamer says, it's not folklore, my great-grandfather had a Krat. He died and the Krat passed with him. Okay. That seems sketch. I would not recommend getting one. I would avoid it, because it seems like, I mean, if you have a very active thieving business and you need an assistant, it might make sense to get one, but A, selling your soul for it seems like a strange choice. And B, if you, what if you're sick and you're like, I'll give it a mission tomorrow, and then it shows up and kills you? Doesn't seem like a very good assistant. Dr. Zowden says Jane was a great disservice. I agree, because as a historical character, Calamity Jane is very interesting. Has a very interesting characterization, was involved in all sorts of events. Very, very interesting. In the show, she is confusing as hell, doesn't make any sense, is like a violent drunk, and yeah, you can't really understand her. I mean, I understand she's speaking authentic frontier gibberish, but it's off-putting. So yeah, I would agree with you. Definitely a disservice. She was a nurse and sharpshooter in Deadwood. Yeah, and before that, she scouted for Custer. Like, she was a very, very impressive frontier Western woman. Like, real historical example. So, I thought I was going to like her in the show, but I just don't. Yeah, and like Lexi says, you can't understand her. The actress, I know she's trying her best with it, and so, like, I appreciate the performance, but she is impossible to decipher. Darn it! But overall, Deadwood is a solid show. I definitely like it. Up until I started watching Deadwood, I would say that Hell on Wheels was my favorite Western show, but I might like Deadwood more. I still really do like Hell on Wheels, but Deadwood has a lot more, I don't know, grit to it, maybe? To make it feel very authentic and engaging. Nothing's quite as annoying as constant artillery strikes. Ugh. Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying she wasn't ever violent or an unintelligible drunk, but that's all she is in the show. You know, she does nothing else. Yeah, she was a nurse for a little while, but they barely dwell on it. Not to the extent that I feel like would be called for. Come on, guys, get back on A. We should have really held it. I'm glad you guys feel the same way about her as I do. Because like I said, I don't hate everything about her character, or the fact that they give her so much screen time given the actual historical truths about her. I just... The characterization they did where they basically just decided on drunk as the trait that they were going to focus on. And violent. Like screaming, confusing, violent drunk. Darn it! I never get in there. On the bright side, I think we've got enough people on there that we're... No, we're losing it again. I love that my squad sits way back here instead of being forward so that we can spawn with them and be helpful. Oh, good, we're taking it back again, so I'll have time to get there. They're trying hard, and I'll give them that, but I want to win. Darn it! It's always me. And cowardly too. Yeah, the way she chickened out when she first met Al Swearingen kind of got me. I was like, what the heck? It was really out of character for everything she's done in the show and what I know about her in history. You put a couple of photos of some crats on Discord. They better not be scary, Estonian Gamer. That is a family Discord server. We don't need any possessed demonic doll thieves in the Discord server. Darn it. I didn't want to jump down because I didn't want my, I didn't want that grenade to kill me. Hey, look at that. Spawn me in the spot so I could have my mask on. Nice. Let's see if I can get down in this house. That might help me survive a little bit longer. Of course, we lost it. What a sack of beans. Hill of potatoes. That's no fun. Well, that's alright. I hate this next section. It's like my least favorite section to defend out of any of the maps in the game. This one here, I hate it. Alright. You guys on the heavy MGs? That's fine, that's fine. I'll go defend... No, I'll go defend the right side. Let me think about it. I'm usually attacking on this map, so... I like to attack to the left, but the reason I like to attack to the left is because it's harder to defend. Ooh, you run out of reinforcements? That's confusing. That was confusing. Why did the game end there? Alright, Estonian Gamer. Hey, Karina, there's another bot in the chat. Karina, not Karina. The anger in Deadwood is really... Let's see what we got. I didn't get any special achievements? That's lame. I also didn't max out my stupid assault score yet. How does this compare to the other two games? Davidson, I think it's better. So, like, I liked Verdun and Tannenberg. They're good. Really, really enjoyable. But, this one is basically, gameplay-wise, it's very, very similar. It just launched in a more polished state than either of them. So, the initial... Excuse me. The initial impact that I get from Isonzo is that, it just felt like a more finished game at launch, I guess, if that makes sense. So, gameplay-wise, they're very similar. I love the maps in Isonzo. They're very, very fun and pretty, you know, like, landscape-wise. They're fun to look at. They're nice and bright. It's the Italian mountains, so it's a nice scenic area. So, it's very fun to play, very cool to look at. We got Andrew Bonificio in here doing laughing, crying faces. Hello, Andrew Bonificio? Not sure how to pronounce that. You and David Davidson, two brand new people chatting it up, live and alive, and I haven't heard of you before. Some of the crats may be cursed. Estonian Gamer, I don't want cursed crats. No cursed crats. Like I said, that's the last thing I need is another cursed supernatural being following me around my whole life. Got enough of that sort of stuff going on in my life. I don't need any more. But yeah, as far as how it compares, I really like it. It's a great game. And I've been playing it a lot since it came out. I've even been streaming it a decent amount. Karina Smirnov says, I want Chris Pratt. No. He said Kratz, not Chris Pratt. There's a difference. Kratz are demonic possessed thief dolls that kill you if you don't give them enough jobs. And Chris Pratt is an actor. Estonian Gamer says, damn, you have Kratz. They're not Kratz per se, but like I said, when I hear possessed demon doll, I think multi-purpose possessed demon doll, not just Kratz. You're a weird cloud. My lungs or a weird orange cloud. Alright, well, it looks like they're kind of focusing on the right, so we're going to try the left. Andrew Bonificio says, hello all, just got here. What platform are you playing, if I may ask? You may not ask. No, I'm just kidding. We're playing on PC. Same platform I play everything on, because I only have a PC. Sometimes I wish I also had a PlayStation so I could enjoy some of them exclusives, but alas, I am not made out of money, as I always tell my kids. Ooh, I have rats. Oh, I have mice. And oh, you might... Oh, I have Kratz? Estonian Gamer, you're confusing me again. And welcome to the stream, Andro Bonificio. It's great to have you here. I know I can't say that you've never been in a stream before, but I don't recognize the name, so if you were in the streams before, I'm guessing that you just didn't comment, or it was so long ago that I just don't remember. Lexi1397 says that she would also like some Chris Pratt to please. So she wants to please Chris Pratt. You guys are thirsty. Quit being so thirsty. Redneck Zeus says all the good exclusives are on PC now. Well, if you look at it from just games that you can only get on one console, then yeah, obviously PC has the exclusivity down pat, because there are tons and tons of games that they only get made for PC, you know? So, like, all games are developed on PCs. And then some of them, they then port, basically, for PlayStation or Xbox or whatever, and make it exclusive to that platform. Whereas, so there could be a PC version, they just don't want to because they want people to buy a console to use it. But with PC games, a lot of your lower budget, indie type stuff only gets released on PC because it's obviously cheaper. It's developed on PC. It's easier. You're not then porting it to a console. You just release it on PC. And that's how you get way more games on PC. So I know I complain about missing out on like the new God of War game, but for every God of War or Spider-Man or Last of Us or whatever out there, there's like 1,000 Isonzos. So I'm just being a complainer. Dr. Zadin says, Kratz, what did he say? Kratz tell them to take over the world. You die of old age before they capture the block. That's fair. That's fair. If you want to keep it from killing you. But he said they were thieves. So I guess you'd have to tell it to steal all the money in the world. Or like all the gold in the world or something like that. So that way it would take them forever. So yeah, that would be a relatively safe method to go. But again, like I said, to get the Krat, you sell your soul. You know? So that's the initial investment. That seems pretty high. What was there after that? All the good, good Lexi, go to Discord. You can have some Chris Pats there. Redneck Zeus says, no, I meant PlayStation ported their exclusive to PC, God of War, Spider-Man, Horizon. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, like, on PC, we're getting a lot of the PlayStation exclusives like a year or two after release. So, they're not exclusive forever. I did notice that. I played God of War on PlayStation, and I really liked it. Of course, I played the old ones, too. And I liked them. But I did really like the new God of War, so I haven't picked it up on Steam yet, but I have it on my wish list. Ha! I got him. He got me, but I got him. I still haven't played the Spider-Man game. It looked like a lot of fun, but it was right when I was transitioning out of PlayStation into PC, and I just never played it. Which is a shame, because like I said, it looks like lots of fun, and everyone says it's fun. That guy died. I don't know which way to go. Can I go this way? This might be the first time I've ever approached B on this map from this side. Yikes! Yeah, that checks out. There was a guy waiting there with a tire iron. It's okay, I did drop a grenade there, so maybe it'll kill him. Did it kill him? I don't think it killed him, but maybe it damaged him. I dropped the grenade right there again. Lexi1397 says she won't be fooled, Estonian gamer. Yeah, she doesn't want to look at your crats. She wants to look at Chris Pratt's crack. I said many words and they were funny. Crats are servants too, but I would not want to be served coffee by a demonic broom. Right? That's what I'm saying. I don't want to be served by something evil. Because usually when you see that in movies, it ends badly. I'm just gonna go ahead and guess that the person that killed those people was on this side. Gotcha! Gotta be quicker than that. Well, I missed all those shots. Got another bot! They must be hearing all this Chris Pratt talk. Drop the ban hammer, Karina. Are Kratts sexy? Kratts kind of sound sexy. If Krat is a amalgamation of Chris Pratt, then we know that at least 2 people in the chat are thirsty as hell for Chris Pratt. So. That guy just said commercial. He's like, wait for the commercial. Damn, this thing's got recoil. Got him. Ooh, boy, rifle grenade. Kratts listen to their maker and only their maker, so they'll do anything. Oh, they'll do anything. Like, anything? Because now I get why people are trading their souls for him. I still don't think I would because, you know, splinters and such. But, I'm getting it now. It all makes sense. What the heck is this thing? Oh, we're gonna sabotage it. Because that's what I do. Mostly stealing. I mean, it makes sense when you think about most people, like, if you ask people what superpower they would want, they're like, well, which one would make it easiest to rob a bank, is basically what most people come down to. It's hilarious that our society, I mean, it makes sense. That's the difference. Ah! That's why, if, like, everybody had superpowers, it would mostly just be bad. Because most people would be like, oh, good, that would make crime much easier. The only reason they don't live a life of crime now is because it's difficult and dangerous. It's not because it's wrong, you know? That's what I get a kick out of with the whole superpower thing. So I feel like, yeah, if these Krat things were something that all sorts of people had access to, they would mostly use them to kill people they don't like, or harass their political opponents, or steal for them. Or, you know, like I said, certain illicit favors. Estonian gamer, you can keep trying to sell it to me, but I'm not gonna want a Krat, if I'm being honest. I don't want one. Anything that can think but you can't see its brain shouldn't be trusted. It's rule number 1 of the supernatural world. Ah! I was so hesitant about the Kratts died out during World War II, but some are still out there. See, if some folk had superpowers, they would be the boys, not Marvel. Yeah, exactly. It wouldn't be... You wouldn't have Superman flying around, you'd have the characters from the boys. Or, like, Kick-Ass or something like that. That's reality. Your average person isn't a hero, so if they had superpowers, they wouldn't be a superhero. They would be super below average. Ah, beans. I was gonna get the kill on that guy and be the hero. But now I am also super below average. Hopefully that grenade will do something. Bum ba dum bum bum ba dum. Let's snip these wires, boys, and get in there. Ah. Well, that guy snipped his wire. And my grenade killed someone, so win-win. Crits can be given to someone in their will, but they tend to get violent without their maker. Sounds like a house elf. You're spending a lot of focus on crats, Estonian gamer. I'm guessing that maybe these things are a fantasy of yours? Not like a fantasy like that you made up, but something that you would greatly like. It's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Damn, how did I not kill that guy? Not where it counts, though, LOL. Laying your Frenchy life for liberty. Huh? Alright, Karina Smirnoff, your comment of not where it counts confused me. I'm not sure what that was in reference to. The comments on the other side. I think we might have this one. I've never won anything before, so this is exciting. They've made me feel bad for them. So I will let them win. That's why they're going to win, is because I'm letting them. I tossed a grenade in there, guys, but yeah, that's probably fine. I think we're all pushing through it exact. Ah! That guy just got a ton of kills with his rifle grenade. There were like 7 of us standing there. Yoinks. Karina Smirnoff, were you making fun of me? You won't like me when I'm angry. My tummy is a grumbling. Got him. That guy sucks. Let's heal up a little bit before we run on. I don't think I'm gonna make it over No Man's Land. Nah, I didn't make it. Didn't make it! Alright. David Davidson says, I just Wikipedia'd Estonian folklore. There's like 100 mythological creatures. That makes sense. That sounds about right. Hey, you got another bot here, Karina. You want to drop the banhammer on that bad boy? Yeah, David Davidson. It seems like maybe a very creative, but then again, Eastern European nations typically do have a lot of folklore, and it's usually very detailed and strange. On the bright side, Karina, they're keeping you busy today. Yesterday we didn't have any bots. You weren't making fun of me? Good. Were you thirsting? My hair looks weird. Anyway. Well, we still haven't maxed out Assault. I'd kind of like to do that today, but I'm playing like a goat. I'm doing so bad. I only have to get 8,000 points total, and I've only managed to get, what, like 3,700 so far? So you tell me, would you like a crat? No, I don't want one. It sounds terrible. Like I said, you gotta remember, A, as a Catholic, I don't believe that it's even possible to sell my soul, because my soul doesn't wholly belong to me. It, in part, at least, belongs to God. So therefore, you can't sell it. That would be like if you owned a house with your buddy and then you tried selling the whole thing. That's not how it works. The other person also has to agree to the sale, which wouldn't happen. So selling my soul to the devil to have a subservient thief puppet, I don't know, you know, hard to say. I wouldn't want that. Lexi1397 says she was what, making fun of me? Karina, you are that close to getting replaced. I'm gonna make Estonian Gamer. Estonian Gamer says, oh, you're Catholic. I am Catholic. Estonian Gamer's gonna be like, oh, unsubscribed. Ooh, not Mountaineer, I want Assault. Karina Smirnoff says, hey, maybe. I'm gonna replace you. I'm gonna make anyone... the guy said to keep spawning as a rifleman. I'm gonna make someone else my mod. Lexi1397 will be my elder mod, and then I'll have... Or my senior mod, and then I'll have a new junior mod. Karina Smirnoff making fun of me. The audacity. Yoinks. They shot at me. Skill issue. Noise. Estonian Gamer's like, I see why you're not into the crat, Nico. Yeah, it's mostly a religious problem. Also a practical one. I've seen a horror movie or two in my time, and most of them tell me that whenever you give sentience to a ostensibly inanimate object, it usually goes poorly for you. But yeah, I'm not really into the crat thing. That's good. More for you, right? Huh, those guys, they came down with a sudden case of bullet in their heads. That ain't great. Let's go! That looks awful barbed wiry. See if we can't cut this. I got right up to the wire. That doesn't usually happen that smoothly. And I cut the wire. Well, I like this. Ooh, we got down before we got killed. Suck on that, and suck on these grenades. Ah, beans. I didn't get to the second wire. That's alright. We cut the first one. Without a... Lexi1397 says, haha, no, she was thirsty. Oh, she was thirsting. I get it. Quit being thirsty. But anyone else, would you like a crat? Maybe you, Dr. Zouden? Are you trying to sell people crats now? Everyone answer Estonian Gamer. Tell him if you want a crat or not. You want your demonic puppet servant? Or do you think it's probably wiser that you don't have that? Remember, you gotta sell your soul for it. It's not like you get it for free. Oops. I died. Ah, the rifle grenades. Hey, I got some kills there. Karina Smirnoff says, no thank you, Estonian Gamer. So she does not want one. Redneck Zeus says, no thanks. Dr. Zouden says he's a true follower of Jan Hus. So I'm guessing that he also does not want one. Seems like you're going to have a surplus of crats if you've been making them to supply them for everyone. Because, I mean, Lexi hasn't said anything yet. I assume Bullet is lurking somewhere in here. Lexi doesn't want one either. I assume Bullet's lurking in here somewhere, and I'm just going to go ahead and guess he probably doesn't want one either. Lloyd Stagg says, I have to pass on that. So Lloyd also does not want one. Tough sales pitch, Estonian Gamer. For me, let me think of a Wisconsin folklore thing. Like a hodag. I'd have to be like, do you want a hodag as a pet? But then again, that would just be a dangerous, scary animal as a pet. You still don't have to... I missed your chat. Oh, Dr. Zevin says, I'm a Lutheran. Still love you, bro. That's fair. I got cousins that are Lutherans. They like being Lutheran. Come on, guys. You have to at least make an attempt. Oh, my God. So cocky. Well, I got my grenade out that time. They've got a really heavy withering fire crossfire thing going on in this section. That guy ran right into the barbed wire. Nice. As Tony Gamer says, why no one like crat? Like I said, Estonian Gamer, I think most people are hung up on the fact that it's a demonic doll that you sell your soul for. That's probably the part of it that they don't like. If you got rid of that part, they'd probably be way more interested in your crat. Like if instead of being a demonic doll that serves you that you sell your soul for, it was a tasty cream-filled donut, they'd probably be more interested. No, you've never seen them. That's funny. Didn't you send pictures in the Discord? Lexi1397 is in the Discord server. They like being Lutheran, I'm dying. I didn't know what to say. I was like, you know, they like being Lutheran. Anyway. Zoinks. Got him. Got him. Got him. Did I get that one too? You're on a roll, Wheels. That guy had the same machine gun as me. Oh. I probably should have stayed moving. Haha, tasty. What's tasty? Lexi1397, you are... What is it? What was it, a picture of Chris Pratt? He probably sent some pictures of Chris Pratt to get the thirsty girls. Ah, you mook! I was down. You never see them. They're out all day stealing. Stealing is wrong, Estonian gamer. I cannot have someone steal for me, because then I will be complicit in their sin. I kept trying to say thin of theft, but I meant sin of theft. Zoinks. Don't kill me, you dink. Woohoo! Got him! Hee hee. Haha. Woohoo. Bee's still gonna blow up. Dave Zilla's in, and he's late. That's true, Dave Zilla. You're normally the first one in the chat, or one of the first ones. You and Estonian Gamer usually are right on top of it, but yeah, you are super late. But I'm doing pretty good. Chat's going pretty well. You missed this big, long discussion about Estonian, demonic servant dolls that, let me heal up quick. Oh, I was already healed. My grenades did not, oh, good, they did. I think I got that one kill. That's confused. I missed #1 sexy time. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the bots have been active, Dave Zilla. You've been missing them. Dave Zilla. So, the Krat, the thing that Estonian Gamer is offering you, is, it's this doll that you make, or this thing you make called a Krat, and then you bring it to the crossroads at midnight on a Wednesday, you sell your soul to the devil, and he gives the Krat life. Then the Krat serves you, and you can have it steal for you or all sorts of stuff, but if you don't give it enough assignments, it'll get mad and kill you. So that's what a Krat is. Dave Zill says, no, not the sexy times. There have been so many bots so far, I'm guessing that you'll see some more. They'll come back. Because I feel like she's had to ban like 5 or 6 of them so far in the stream. Alright, how the heck do I get up and over? Yamo be there. Up and over. Wasn't able to get up and over. That's okay, we'll do it on this side. It's never a party until the Scourge of Texas shows up. We got some new people in the chat today, Scourge of Texas. So basically, if you are interested in the Krat, you'll be the first person, because everyone else was like, nope, no thank you. I mean, Bullet didn't say anything, and I assume he's here, because he's usually here, lurking. But, he didn't say anything. And come to think of it, I think, Sci-Fi Source, or, I can't remember, I think it was Sci-Fi Source, was active in the chat for a little while. But then again, it might have been Henry Kobla. I don't remember. Basically, he just, every once in a while, says, like, one thing. What did Dr. Zodin just say? I'm a bot, just a bot that pays. Wait, you're in the military. Me, yes. And, oh, Dave Zilla doesn't want your demonic servant doll either. Looks like you're out of luck there, Estonian Gamer. Nobody wants one. Joink. I'll be there. Go up and over. Oh boy. You got up and over. Oh, we got rifle grenade. No one wants the Krat. Me sad now. Like I said, it's more Krats for you, Estonian Gamer. Why are you trying to sell some? Is that why he's like, yeah, they're great. I've got a couple of them following me around. Would you like one? Normally I wouldn't give them away, but I'm currently overstocked on wacky waving arm flailing inflatable Krats. And I'm passing the savings on to you. Off Route 2 in Weekapog. Dr. Zodin says, Deus Vault against your possessed demon toy. Exactly. Exactly. You can't profess to Deus Vault if you're being followed by a possessed demon toy that you traded your soul for. That is no bueno. Yoinks! I didn't die. Look at that. I just walked through the fire and flames. Now I'm gonna carry on. Why you laughing, Lexi1397? I will be there. Up and over. There we go. Last night we were at a barbecue/bonfire, and my daughter, at a relatively late spot at night, helped herself to well over a dozen marshmallows. So she was a little hyped up. On the way home, she was like, "We had so much fun!" Hey, Dave Zilla, you got the Dragon Force reference. I didn't know if anyone was going to catch that. Kind of an obscure band. They shouldn't be. They were real popular for a couple years there in the early to mid 2000s, but mostly just for that song. I'm glad he got that reference. That makes me feel good about it. Most of the times I make references, people don't get them. Okay, Lexi1397 got my wacky waving, arm flailing, inflatable tube man reference. Hi, I'm Al Harrington of Al Harrington's Wacky Waving, Arm Flailing, Inflatable Tube Man Emporium. I am, thanks to a shipping error, I am currently overstocked on Wacky Waving, Arm Flailing, Inflatable Tube Man, and I'm passing the savings on to you. Right off Route 2 in Weekapog. But I have like 12 and I don't need all of them. I knew it! Estonian Gamer's trying to sell us his demon dolls. That's why he's been telling us so much about them. It's like someone with a haunted Victorian mansion being like, that's great, it's great. You get all the company from all the ghosts. You look lonely. You'll like it. Who the heck's shooting us? John Law, who also seems to be a new chatter that I don't recognize, says, normally I like demonic merch, but I gotta pass on this one. Yeah, see, just your sales pitch isn't great. Next time you try to sell some sort of obscure Estonian merch, I would start with, like I said, a crispy, delicious, fresh baked good is probably easier to sell than a demonic servant doll. But that's just my gut feeling as someone who quite enjoys delicious, crispy baked goods. Got him. Ooh. Pinky! I'm using a lot of rounds to kill these guys, but at least I'm killing them. I mean, I have so much stuff. My basement is full. My crats are out there all stealing. Is it valuable stuff, or do they just steal random stuff? Like, do you get a whole bunch of one sock? Or is it like cash money? Dollar bills? Did we get pushed back? I feel like we're farther back than we were before. Because I think we were right up on A and B before, but now I'm all the way back behind the wire again. Plus, I feel like I'm going to die as soon as they start moving. Look at that! I died as soon as I started moving! I'm a seer! Lloyd Stakes says, I'll have to catch the rest of the stream later. Have fun. Thanks for dropping by, Lloyd. Great to have you. We will have fun. Oh, look at that! Another bot! There you go! #1 sexy time for you, Dave Zilla. I knew they'd come back. They heard that the Scourge of Texas was here. How could they not come back? We're dying on this one. Everything, even road signs. Got an awful lot of railroad crossing signs in my basement. If I ever decide to open up a railroad, they'll come in real handy. Ah, how did I miss that one? I could have had 3 kills there, but instead I only had 1. Ah, boy. That ain't no fun. That guy just ran past him. I bet you he died shortly after. Karina Smirnoff, you want to ban #1 sexy time? I don't know if you already did, but... I also don't know if you're watching the stream or just listening to it. That's why I usually tell you when it's happening. Yamo be there. Mustard gas. Damn. Takes so long. Oh, look at that! I bounced the grenade right into the trench. I'll get a kill. Watch, that guy's standing on it. Haha! I got him. Actually, I might have gotten multiple kills there. Sick. Those, like I said, those new hand grenades I got, they throw so much quicker than the old ones. Ah, we lost. I knew we were gonna lose. It's mostly my fault. I'm terrible at the game. Oh, you've been watching? I didn't know if you're watching this time. What do we got? I didn't get any of the things? Wow, the SpongeBob one over there. Yoicks. I'm sure my RTO4 AK, my 4th crat, beat up a granny for her gold teeth. Yeah, if your crat comes back at the end of the day with a pocket full of gold teeth, that's probably not great. Dang, I didn't get any medals? That sucks. I got most deadly squad and most kills of the squad, so... That's probably from me, but... See? Look at that! It's gonna take me forever to max out the assault class if I'm getting less than 1,000 points per round. God, I'm having such a terrible day. Why am I so off my game? It's probably all this talk of demon dolls. Let's talk about something else. I wanna finish Assault so I can move on to either Mountaineer or Rifleman, since those are the next two highest levels I've got. Engineer was fun too, I just didn't really play it that much. It'd be more fun if it came with a shotgun. Yamo be there. Lexi1397 says, who likes donuts? And Henry Kobola says, I do. I sometimes like donuts. For how much? Ooh, Alex TW56 says, is this game free? And is it on console? As far as I know, it's not free. But given the fact that they gave away Verdun and Tannenberg at different times for free on like the Epic Game Store, and I think they might be on Game Pass on Xbox, there's a chance that it will be free at some point, and yes, as far as I know, it is available on console. So, not free, but yes, I think you can get it on console. Estonian Gamer says he loves Russian donuts. I'm not familiar with Russian donuts. I'm only familiar with American donuts. I like them sometimes. Karina Smirnov, says she likes jelly-filled ones. Karina Smirnov, I would guess that you like cream-filled ones, given how thirsty you are. Bullet315 says, great, now I want donuts. That's the first thing to get Bullet to chat. He's been lurking the whole time, hasn't chatted once. You mentioned donuts, and you finally get him to break his silence. That's perfect. Alex TW56 says, thank you, I keep hearing about it. Yeah, no, I really like this game. Like I said, if you've played Tannenberg or Verdun, it's basically exactly the same. You know, this one's just set in a different front. I think it's better at launch than either Tannenberg or Verdun were. It's very well polished, and oh, we're gonna die. Dang, we died. It's okay. Dave Zill says, I'm not a donut guy. I don't know why. See, that's the thing. I've never really been a donut guy either. Every once in a while, I'll want one, but it's a very rare occasion, and then I'll go buy them, and I'll be like, I don't want these. You know? That's always, like, my average experience. Karina Smirnoff laughing. Yeah, you know you're thirsty. Definitely not a Estonian Gamer says, Russian donuts are donuts filled with jam, and they have no holes. Okay, so I've had those then. Usually topped with sugar, I'm guessing. Bullet says, not the whole time, just a few minutes. Oh, so you weren't lurking the whole time. You just recently started lurking. That's fair. I almost made it up in hell. Karina Smirnoff says, I do actually like Boston cream-filled donuts. Yeah, you would. That's funny. Bullet, good sir, would you like a crat? Alright, Bullet. I said I was guessing that you were lurking, and so I answered that you probably wouldn't want one. But a crat is a Estonian... It's a piece of Estonian folklore. He says it's not, but we all have been calling it folklore. Basically, it's a demonic puppet that serves you. You make it, and then you bring it to the crossroads at midnight on a Wednesday, and you trade your soul to the devil, and he makes it come to life. And then it serves you, and it'll steal stuff for you or whatever. It basically just becomes your servant. Do you want one, Bullet? All of us said no, we don't want one. Alex TW56 says, usually if I eat donuts, it's like mini Little Debbie ones. That's fair. I like the little ones that are kind of crunchy and they taste like coconut. Those ones are pretty good. And I think those are like a Little Debbie or Hostess or something like that. Those ones are all right. And I've eaten quite a bit of those, but like bakery donuts, I've got to be in a real specific mood for them. And they've got to be fresh. Otherwise, I'm just not into them. Yeah, Redneck Zeus says, quote, serves you. Yeah, it'll do what you say, but if you don't give it enough assignments and basically it gets bored, it'll kill you. Oh, great, I killed myself. So, Bullet says, if I ever find/get one, I'm gonna burn it. See, Bullet has basically the same response. We don't want a demonic servant doll. It's not for us, and I think all of us agree we wouldn't sell our soul for one. So, tough break there, Estonian Gamer. You're stuck with all your crats. None of us want one. Beans. Alex says hard to beat. Oh, you like... What did, You must be talking about the little coconut Little Debbie donuts. Yeah, they're pretty good. I like them. Alright. I'm having trouble getting over the line on this one. Estonian Gamer says why. I told you, Estonian Gamer, we don't want your demonic dolls. We like having souls, and we don't want a doll that's just gonna eventually kill us. Hard pass on that. Like I said, Eastern European folklore is not what you'd call broad appeal. I'm gonna sit here and... That guy is camping with a rifle grenade right on top of me. That's a little concerning. If I sit right here, my squad will be able to spawn on me, and I'll be able to camp for kills. Because this is a decently defensible spot that I can't really be shot at from too many angles. Alex says, sounds like some crazy voodoo doll. Yeah, like I said, I'm not into it. Not into voodoo either, if I'm being honest. The only thing with me in camping is I'm super bad at it because I get bored way too quickly. Alrighty. Got him. Got him. Got two of them, but then I got exploded by a rifle grenade. Poaching bears again, I see. Me? Am I poaching bears? I probably was poaching bears. Was I stealing someone's kill? Oh boy. Speaking of bears, so I think I was talking about the other day how we set up a trail cam down in the tall grass in our yard. And we caught a black bear on it last night or the night before. Alex, TW56, also does not want one of your crats. I'm telling you, Estonian Gamer, it sounds like basically nobody in the chat. You're probably in the wrong stream if you're trying to sell your demonic dolls. This is a Christian Minecraft server stream. Oh, I better back up or that grenade I threw is gonna kill me. That was close. Zoinks, we got him. We just cleared that hallway. That was nice. Alright. Kinda seem... Oh, there's a rifle grenade. Why you get 2 for 1 soul? Does anybody remember the butter braid pastries? I love those. I never liked them, if I'm being honest. Never much cared for the butter braids. 2 for 1 sale. Well, is it 2 for 1 or is it buy one get one free? Because there's an important distinction. Not for me. I don't want to sell my soul. But, you know, I'm looking for the most value for the consumer. I'm not dead yet. Oh, there I saw someone. Dang it! Alright. Now for me, I'm decently hungry, so what I could go for is like a real hearty soup. Nice and hot, very flavorful, served with some crusty rolls. Ah, beans, I died. Oop, I burped. You like the cherry ones? I like strudel. If I'm gonna eat pastries, strudel is my favorite. Or as my great-grandmother would say, streusel. Because she spoke half in German all the time. She was the best. And she was also amazing at baking and cooking. She made homemade donuts and strudel and all sorts of stuff that was just amazing. Blow your mind, it was so freaking good. Redneck Zeus says he's playing dice while drunk on stolen mead right now. I got pretty... See, the thing about Farkle in Kingdom Come Deliverance was... there's not a huge skill level. Basically, it's just the same skill as any gambling, knowing when to quit when you're ahead, you know? That was basically the only skill involved in it, was when to keep playing and when to pass, you know, based on what you had to gain and what you had to lose. That was the biggest skill thing with Farkle. The other thing was just going around and collecting all of the loaded dice so that you had a good set of dice. Once you did that, what do I say? Karina Smirnoff says, damn, now I want pastries. Alex says, been craving Brunswick stew. Dr. Zodin said, Leftia Norwegian potato flatbread. That's fair. Now he's really trolling. You see, he's offering wholesale pricing on his demon dolls. I just don't think it's going to work, buddy. There's pretty much nothing that I can even imagine that would make me want to sell my soul. And if I did, it wouldn't be for personal gain. It would have to be for, like, the benefit of my children, I would guess. So, like, if it was, I have to, quote-unquote, like I said, the Catholic belief is that it's actually not possible to sell your soul, because, like I said, God owns your soul, not you. So, for me, it's just not possible. But, if we were in a hypothetical situation where it would have to be, like I said, for, like, the life of my children or something, otherwise I wouldn't even consider it. Anyway, Sir Dave Zilla says, I make 3 or 4 different stews that are badass. Now I gotta get a chuck roast. Thanks, guys. Hey, like I said, if we're streaming and I haven't eaten, which is usually the case because I don't usually eat in the morning, I'm going to start talking about food at some point in the stream because it's going to be the only thing on my mind. And so now, hopefully, it's the only thing on your mind. I'm getting hungry. And the thing is it's decent. It's already getting cold because it's Wisconsin and it's pretty near October, which, you know, basically means winter is starting. Soup is nice and hot. You can make a giant batch of it so you can have as much as you want. Fills you up, warms you up. It's the right meal for this type of weather. But you can't have like a thin, you know, barely plentiful chicken noodle soup or something. That ain't gonna do it. If you're gonna do a chicken soup, like a regular broth chicken soup, it's gotta be like chicken dumpling, and it's gotta be just loaded with meat and dumplings. And obviously plenty of carrots too. And onions. Lots of aromatics in there. Be very tasty. Oh, that guy might be on my team. Anyway, we got a bunch of chats there all at once. Doctor's out and said, you give me your soul and you give me the doll too. Yeah, give me your soul and the doll, and then maybe I'll take the doll. No, I still wouldn't. It would just end up killing me. I'm not stupid. Like I said, I've seen enough horror movies to know how that would go. I don't need any more of that in my life. Got enough bad luck. And, how the hell did that guy not die? You see that? That was crazy. Alex TW56 said winter is coming. Winter is coming. If you're in Wisconsin, it's either winter or soon to be winter. Those are the 2 seasons. So Stony Gamer says you're starting to get hungry. You'll have to get something to eat. I will. Redneck Zeus says, what can the devil offer you that God can't? Exactly, right? If we were getting gifts from omnipotent beings from the other side, I would prefer one from God. Because there's nothing that the devil could give you that God couldn't. The only thing is that the devil might give you something that God wouldn't. And anything that God wouldn't give you is a bad thing that you shouldn't have. That would be the logic I would use. Alex TW56 says favorite soup. Now that depends. I'm not nuts about most people's chili. My uncle is the only person that makes a chili that is any good, in my opinion. And it's delicious. It's really good. So that's definitely great. My wife makes a Parmesan chicken stew type thing with tiny little potatoes. That's really good. I make a Polish sausage cheesy vegetable soup that is really, really yummy. My mom makes an incredible chicken dumpling soup, so it's hard for me to pick a favorite. It would be much easier for me to pick a least favorite. So I would say the average chili or the average chicken noodle soup would be my least favorite. Oh, no, tomato soup. I can't even eat it. It gives me ridiculous heartburn. So yeah, tomato soup is my least favorite. Dave Zilla says, yeah, it's not really stew season here yet, but oh well, still great stuff. Yeah, you're in Texas. Stew season, I imagine, is much shorter there than it is here in Wisconsin. Whoa, it spawned me way up on the other side of the bridge. That's crazy. You guys are getting me so many things. Yeah, when he said, what can the devil give you that God can't? And he said, obviously, a crat. I would say God could give you a crat, but wouldn't. So that falls under the category of things I don't want because they're not good for me. Dr. Zowden said this is a vegan channel. I don't think so. Definitely, Estonian Gamer says, I must go, lads and lasses. It's evening. See you later, Estonian Gamer. Thanks for hanging out so long and trying to sell us your devil dolls. We don't want them, but it was an enjoyable conversation. Yeah, Alex says, good luck selling your crats. What's a chili soup? Chili soup is chili with noodles in it. And then you have Texas chili, which is chili with beans in it. Then you have regular chili, which is a mixture of hamburger, peppers, onions, tomatoes in a savory soup. Sir Dave Zilla says, we have summer and fall here in Texas. We might get one random snowstorm, but very mild winters. Yeah, I've never been to Texas. It sounds hot, and so therefore I probably wouldn't like it that much. Alex says, visited Galveston, Texas not too long ago. Good seafood. See, I love seafood. That's the only reason you'd ever see me moving south. I'd have to move all the way to the ocean or east or whatever so I could eat seafood all the time, because I frickin' love seafood. Estonian Gamer says, here we have Russian soups, so borscht, seljanka, and more. You'll have to come to the United States sometime so I can show you some American soups. I had borscht once. I did not like it. I was not nuts about it. It was not my thing. I've never had seljanka. Maybe that would be my thing. Or seljanka. I don't know how to pronounce it. Don't speak Russian. I still have time for another round. Let's do this. Think I'll finally max it out, get her to level 20 in this round? I don't think so. The seafood in Galveston gets shipped in from Florida. The Texas side of the Gulf is nasty from all the refineries. I guess that's fair. When I think of seafood, I don't think of Texas. I think of Florida to get the fresh Gulf fish, or the East Coast. I feel like, now mind you, I've never been to like Maine, but I've always been told that if you want seafood, go to Maine, because they've got all the fish and everything that you get down in, well, not the same ones you get in the Gulf, but you know, fish. But also the lobster and stuff is way cheaper, so. Definitely not Estonian Gamer says the last one of Seljanka is correct. Oh, okay, so it's like a Y, Seljanka, like that? That's fair. Yes, borscht is made with beets, and now mind you, I like beets. But I don't like hot sour cream. And that's what was in there. The time I had it, at least. Abscond. Estonian Gamer's going to abscond. That's great. Dr. Zouden says, I want a super hot spicy chili. We're down to the upper 30s at night here in Germany. Give me some ghost pepper sprinkled with a bunch of Carolina Reaper flakes and meat and kidney beans. Ghost pepper and Carolina Reapers? I don't think you need something that hot. I say, so basically you're getting as cold as we are. I mean, at night here, we're getting down into the the high teens, low 20s right now. But usually by noon, we're up into the 40s. And then it'll taper back down into cold. But yeah, it's been down in the low teens, high 20s here in Wisconsin last couple nights. Ah, beans! I couldn't see them because the wire was in the way. Dr. Zouden says it's so good. That sounds too spicy, man. I mean, I like a little bit of spice. I've never been like someone who punishes myself with peppers. I've got an uncle that was like that. Of course, he can't taste anything anymore because he always used to spice the shit out of everything. But I've had enough ghost peppers to know that they're way too hot, and I've never tried the Carolina Reaper, but I've seen videos related to the Carolina Reapers, and they seem like the insanity chilies in that episode of The Simpsons where Homer coats his mouth in wax and then goes insane because he eats so many of them. It's a really good episode. But that just doesn't seem like a pepper that I want to put in my body. Karina Smirnov says, I love my grandma's chili soup. Like I said, there's only one chili that I actually enjoy, like I would go out of my way for. And it's my uncle's. And it's literally award-winning. He won, I think, 3 years in a row, won the chili competition. So it's not like, you know, every guy says, it's my famous chili, when it's, like, really mediocre, if not bad. Dr. Zouden says, I'm sadly a smoker, so my taste is well off. That's fair. If you smoke too much, it does kind of also burn out your taste buds, and so you kind of got to spice the shit out of everything. Yet another con of smoking. I love taste way too much. I go back and forth between having a very refined palate and just wanting soul food all the time. Because soul food is also delicious. Dave Zell says, mine is spiced closer to Mexican chili with the peppers I use, but it's no, no Texer-wumly? What's that mean? That word confused me there, Dave Zilla. Damn. Like I said, if I make chili, it's going to be the original South American, Central American style chili. Because I can eat chili with beans in it, but I don't prefer it, and I certainly don't want any noodles in it. So, both of those things stay out of my chili. Like I said, if I'm going to throw beans in it, I won't put kidney beans in it or chili beans. I'll throw in some negros frijoles if I'm going to do it. Yeah, sounds real Mexican that way. If I'm going to do beans at all, I'll do black beans. But, typically, I just won't do beans because, like I said, I prefer the traditional chili. Very heavy on the meat, peppers, and tomatoes. Not extremely spicy. Okay, that's what you're... Not extremely was not extremely spicy. Dr. Zodin says, going to quit after being in the States for 6 months. Alex says, I can do beans, but not so much noodles. Yeah, like I said, if you put noodles in chili, it's no longer... Because you have chili, Texas chili, and chili soup. Texas chili has beans in it. Chili soup has noodles in it. The noodles just throws me off. The beans, like I said, it's mostly just a flavor and texture type thing that it screws up the flavor and texture of the soup, in my opinion. So that's why I'll typically stick away from the beans. But if I do, I'll do the black beans because they don't get all mushy and nasty in the soup. They hold up much better. Ooh, I'm alive and I made it to the peak. Damn, I died. I was only alive for a little bit. Karina says, I like beans in it. Like I said, I don't hate beans as long as they're hearty enough to hold up in the soup. Chili beans and kidney beans, and I've even seen people put lima beans in their chili, and that's gross. But chili beans and kidney beans mush up too much, and then you've got your chili as more of a paste and less of a soup, and it ruins it for me. Alright. Noodles and chili seems to go against Christ. I don't know if Christ would have had an opinion on chili, but it definitely is wrong, I think. Just from a culinary standpoint. I don't have a religious view about chili, but I do have culinary views about it. Which is why I consider it to be on the line for more mediocre soup, usually. Like I said, it's just... Most people's chili palate in the end ends up being very lackluster. Lexi1397 says, now I want chili. See, that's the thing. If we talk about any type of food too long, everyone's going to suddenly want it. Dave Zill says, I use a bit less tomato, and the beans are just if I have any around, but like you say, no softer beans. Yeah, you got to stick with something hearty enough to not much. So like I said, black beans are usually what I'll stick with. Plus, I like the way they taste better. And there's this, I can't remember what, it might be Del Monte or Oralita or something like that. I can't remember which brand it is. But there's one where they sell these spiced black beans in the can that I'll throw right in there because they don't get soft nearly as much because, you know, they're black beans. But they come with the spices right into them, so they're right away from the start a little bit more zesty. And I enjoy that. Otherwise, if I'm making it, I usually use dried ones, so that way they don't get watery. You know, that way your soup isn't overly watery from the start. Oh, that guy's on my team. Sorry for wounding you, dude. I will cover you just as soon as my gun is loaded. There we go. Alright, guys, you got it? Woohoo! Look at that. We took down the spawn, and I covered him while he was doing it. Chili is its own category. It must be then it's a stew. I think I just turned into the chili debate, the Doogster. Yeah, we've been talking chili. Basically, I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. If I stream for that long, especially if it's earlier in the day like this, we all start getting hungry. And so the conversation turns to food. And this time it just happened to be soup, which quickly devolved into a chili debate. So yeah. Dr. Zowden says, is a hot dog on a bun a sandwich? I think I usually go with yes. I use a very loose definition for sandwich. I would consider a taco to be a sandwich. Most of your Mexican foods, in fact, I'd consider a quesadilla to be a sandwich. A burrito I would consider to be a sandwich. So yes, tacos and brats I would put on the sandwich list too. So Alex, yeah, confirming, yes, Doogster, you did. We're learning. Alright, Dave Zilla, you said you do a chicken, corn, black bean, and rice soup that is awesome too, kind of similar to chili. Yeah, it sounds like a white chicken chili. Sounds delicious. Again, black beans though. If you're going to toss beans into it, really any soup. Other than, I guess, bean soup, which I don't really like, but you could. You could do bean soup if you want, but any soup where you're going to use beans, got to stick with the black beans. Nice and hard, they won't get mushy. And yeah, in a white chicken chili, again, I will also go with the black beans. Alex says you can back the sandwich theory. Yeah, like I said, people always, they'll bring up that debate, you know, is a hot dog a sandwich? I think it is. Is cereal soup? No, because I would say, when I think soup, I think primary ingredients of meat and vegetables. Whereas cereal is a grain, you know, so grains are secondary ingredients in soup for me. So noodles, rice, dumplings, potatoes, all of those starchy type things, those are your secondary filler ingredients for soup. And so, not being the primary ingredient, whereas in cereal your grain is the primary ingredient, I will say no, cereal is not soup. Alex TW6 says white chicken chili or green chili is amazing. I've never had green chili. Is it like the pesto, the pesto equivalent for chili? You got your red and your white, and now you got your green. Dr. Zodin said Alex is a good man, right? Alex says Zeus, damn you. I'll never look at cereal the same. Like I said, I don't think so. I think that the distinction can be made between cereal and soup, where the distinction between hot dogs and sandwiches is unwarranted. Got him. We took it down again, boys. The uniforms in this game get me. It's probably pretty realistic that it's hard to tell the difference between good guys and bad guys, but let's get some nades over there on those guys. If we want to move up the hill, we got to take out these guys that keep spawning behind us. That's why I'm focusing so much on these guys. Got him. There we go, boys. Now we can move up the hill again. Hopefully they won't get back there and build their spawn point again. They had another kill. Yeah, I've never tried green chili. I'll have to give that a try sometime. Maybe if I'm out west in Colorado, like you say it seems to be out there, I'll have to give her a try. What wine would you have with cereal? Well, it would probably depend on the cereal, but just a gut feeling, I would say since it's more of a light and airy, very grain heavy, I'd pair it with a sweet white wine, like a dessert, Moscato or something like that. A white dessert wine, but basically. Not that I've ever paired wine with cereal, but that's what I would do. Alex says not sure where the green actually comes from. It would make sense if it was green chilies or jalapenos or something like that. They're green. Either that or a heavy herb presence. Dr. Zodin says you're running and gunning with a 25-pound twin mag machine gun. Probably why he's running slowly. Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly an SMG, but I'm using it like an SMG. The other LMG that you can get in this game, the one that you get on the Austro-Hungarian side, is terrible. I hate it so much. The recoil is ridiculous high. The magazine blocks the entirety of your screen. It's awful. Well, we got up that high. I got a grenade in there too. I don't know if it's gonna get any kills, but we got through the fence and got up to the point, the push point. I keep thinking I only have 2 of these grenades because you get 2 of the other one, but you get 3. So it's real, the Austro-Hungarian? What's real? World War I machine guns are just something to behold. Yeah, they're definitely pretty cool. Alright, time to heal. And then lob my nades up into there. Dang it! They've got a sniper back up there that our guys back on the flank should be taking care of. Come on. Interesting how they made them work. Well, yeah, that would be the horror of World War I. The fact that, as humans, we were figuring out tanks and machine guns and poisonous gases and grenades and all that sort of stuff. And tactics hadn't caught up with it. So you still had cavalry mounted on horses and infantry lines and all sorts of stuff that should have gone out of date with the Civil War. But not all of them did. Who would have known putting the Meg right dead center of your sight picture would affect accuracy? That's the thing, at least this one, they're off on the sides. It still blocks a lot of your peripherals when you're aiming, but it's more usable. Oh yeah, it is realistic. This one that we use here is also realistic. Now, mind you, like most Italian firearms prior to World War II, it kind of sucks butts. It's not very accurate. It's got a pretty small round that's not all that deadly. I mean, it's deadly like it's a bullet, but it's not. It doesn't do a ton of damage like the other machine gun does, significantly more. But neither one of them is great. This one's just easier to use gameplay-wise. I'm not getting any kills with these grenades. They've got a slightly larger lethal radius, but their overall radius is considerably lower. So whereas with the other ones I would oftentimes at least get damage, these ones I don't. Compared to World War I bullets, lots of 7 to 8 millimeter rifles. That's true. That is fair. Put my mask on so I can get up into the gas. Lob some nades. Crouch and aim so I can make the slow approach. Yoinks, it's really hard to see. They're doing pretty good at defending on this one. If I can cut this, my team will actually be able to get up into here when they get up here. Alright, let's do this, boys. Through the breach! Holy crap, I'm in. Oh no, what happened? Suicide? Anyway. Dr. Zevin says, need to get Henry of Scallots in here. The enemy must be hungry. I am starving. I am frickin' hungry. I can feel it in my bones. How long have I been streaming? Ooh, I've been streaming over too. Have you tried Enlisted? I haven't, but people keep telling me about it because I played Hell Let Loose. Oh, we're about to lose. Ah, beans. Whew. I think I might have to end the stream. I'm frickin' starving. Yeah, I've played Hell Let Loose, and I played Tannenberg and Verdun, and now I'm playing this one, so people keep asking me if I've played Enlisted, but I haven't. I heard it's good. Estonian Gamer's back. Oh, he's back, in bed, and on mobile. Thanks, Estonian Gamer. Whew. Oh, you get to control a squad? That would be fun. That's how, I mean, like, in Hell Let Loose, I usually got stuck being the officer, so I was in charge of our squad, and the communication's pretty good in there. Most squad spawns on you. There's my medal. I'm a highly decorated soldier now. Ooh, 806. Nice. Studying Camera said, "Are you serious? I just made it." Or I've read Civil War. Yes, that one is the Civil War one, and I have tried that one. It was pretty fun. Oh, the one that you control in Enlisted as AI? That makes sense. So that would be different. No, I would love to keep streaming. I love playing this game, but I am starving. I need to eat something. So, anyway, had a lot of fun streaming today. It was some very interesting conversations and some new people in here. Alex TW56, you were very active, so it was awesome to have you on board. Redneck Zeus was in here quite a bit. Bullet popped in just a couple times to talk about obscure things here and there. Dave Zilla showed up late, but was... Ooh, you're going to do the last Rattay tourney. Or last go in the Rattay tourney. Excellent. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream, Alex. We'll see you next time, hopefully. Dr. Zan says, love you, take care. Yeah, you too. Lexi1397 says, bye-bye. See you later, everyone. Let's all go get something to eat. I can tell I'm probably not the only one here